CEO of VMV Hypoallergenics. We make the safest, most proven effective care on the planet. We prove that by being the first and still the only brand with a validated hypoallergenic rating system, which is like an SPF but for skin safety, and it shows how many allergens are omitted from our formulations. So for example, in this product, you'll see VH and minus 109 over 109, which means there are 0 of all 109 known contact allergens in the formulation. And most effective because it's considered pretty impressive to have one clinical study published in a peer-reviewed journal, and thanks to my mom, who's our founding dermatopathologist, we have over 80 at this point, and she has over 200. So yeah, we take the science of our safety and efficacy very seriously. I'm here to talk to you today about our regimen for rejuvenation, help the skin look more vibrant, healthier, younger, not in the sense of, I don't know, like we did in our teens maybe, but younger in the sense of looking awake, fresher, healthy, peppy, for whatever age that you are. And for that, we use our Re-Everything line. It's called Re-Everything because it's such a great formulation. And when we were discussing it, we were like, what do we name it? It has all these great ingredients that do all these great things that revitalize, repair, regenerate. And so someone who worked with us at the time said, just call it Re-Everything because it re-everythings everything. And I was like, so there you go. That's how it got its name. And the regimen consists of a cleanser, toner, hand and body lotion that actually is used also as an interim moisturizer while you are increasing application frequency of our treatment creams, and I'll get into all of these in more detail later, as well as a really cool eye serum. Here's the thing. A lot of active ingredients are irritating by nature. That's how they work. So what we try to do is make sure that the rest of the formulation and the rest of the products in the regimen are as allergen-free and as gentle as possible to significantly reduce the risk of irritation. Why is it important that we have unbuffered glycolic acid? Because active treatments can be irritating. Some formulations try to address that by offering active ingredients like glycolic acid but in buffered form. So they're more diluted, basically, at the end of the day. Our glycolic acid, like all the actives we use, are pure, allergen-free, and are clinically proven concentrations to deliver the results that we're looking for. Working with active ingredients, again, can be a little dicey because they're naturally quite irritating. Some of the ways we reduce irritation is by not having allergens in the formulation, having a cleanser that is pH adjusted to keep skin in one closer pH range throughout treatment, and also by having things like a primary and an advanced treatment option. So you would start with the primary, right? And then the other thing that we do that is extremely important, which you can see here, is we are really, really careful to help you follow a very slow increase in application frequency. We will also promote the daily use of sunscreen every single day, whether or not you use these products on a given day and whether or not you're outdoors or indoors. Some of the important things for keeping the skin looking youthful and vibrant include hastening, quickening cell regeneration. We have old cells at the surface of our skin, and when we're younger, they shed off and then new cells take their place and come to the surface and look all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And as we get older, this cycle slows down. So one of the things that actives like unbuffered glycolic acid do is it helps that cycle. It moves that cycle along so that you have more micro exfoliation. You have those old dead cells shedding away and healthy new peppy ones coming to the fore. Kinetin helps skin cells behave younger, and virgin coconut oil helps repair barrier defect, helps strengthen the cell wall membrane, is a fantastic moisturizer with fatty acids native to skin. So it's pretty awesome. And antioxidants can help repair and prevent oxidative damage, which is just the classic thing that happens as we age. one is cleansing. And particularly for skin that's older, some of the things that we see, our skins tend to dry out. We might have more visible damage from sun and light exposure. We might have less elasticity. Our skin bounces back, not as great. It's a little dull. So definitely we want a gentle cleanser that's not, doesn't have harsh scrubs, just something very gentle, but it does have surface exfoliation in safe scrubs anyway. This is the Re-Everything cleanser. What's really important about this is it is allergen free, it has some anti-inflammatories, and also it is pH adjusted. Our skins are naturally a little bit acidic to protect our acid mantle, which is an important part of our skin. Using a hard soap in particular is a really bad idea because hard soaps tend to be really high on the pH scale, which is by itself denaturing to skin. If you're already using an active treatment that's quite acidic, and then your facial cleanser, your soap, is very, very basic, the skin has to work hard to adjust between the two extremes, and it's not the best thing. It can cause a reaction or irritation. So the cream cleanser that we sell with our regimen is pH adjusted to be a little bit lower in the pH, to be closer to the pH of the active treatment cream, and then your skin more quickly adjusts to treatment and lives in that area happily. Next step in the regimen is the Re-Everything toner, which is great for removing, surface dirt, leftover makeup. It also is already the beginning of treatment. This has unbuffered glycolic acid. It has kynotin. It's pretty awesome. So it already gives you a lot of the rejuvenation things that you want, and so it gives you almost like a post-peel glow. Much more subtle, of course, than the very, very high concentrations you would get in a peel at a doctor's office, but it's a pretty cool product. Follow the toner with our active treatment cream, but because you should not be using this every day, twice a day, right away, you would use the face, hand, body lotion in the interim while you're still increasing application frequencies of the active treatment cream. Face, hand, body lotion. First, it's a great moisturizer for your entire body, and you get a lot of that micro-exfoliating, kynotin, antioxidant, virgin coconut oil goodness just all over your body, because why just focus on the face? We have hands and legs, and why not treat them to the same awesome rejuvenating care as your face? But also, this is safe enough so that you can use it as the interim moisturizer when you are still increasing application frequency of this. So for example, if you're using the moisturizer, the cream, this one, and you're only using it once a week, on the other days you could use this until you get to twice a day applications of this. And again, it's great for neck, hands, and the rest of your body. This is the active treatment cream. It comes in 2 concentrations of actives. You have the initial sort of introductory concentration, and then you have the advanced concentration. This is the advanced anti-age moisturizer. This is the higher concentration. This contains unbuffered glycolic acid, and that's important to say because you might see higher concentrations of glycolic acid out there, but they might be buffered. For this box, it'll show you that you start applying this cream only once or twice a week, not once a day, 2 or 3 times a week or twice a day right away. You start only once or twice a week, and it's got a little guide there. And very, very slowly, observing your skin, you increase to every other day, once a day, either in the morning or the evening, and then very slowly you increase, keep increasing until you get to once every day, and then eventually to twice a day applications. If you notice any kind of stinging or redness or discomfort, you would stop and restart at the very beginning, once a week applications or twice a week applications, and slowly increase until you can tolerate once or twice a day application. And that usually takes and should not be shorter than about 8 weeks since you start therapy, right? So when you begin using this product, you would start using it only once a week, very slowly moving up to twice a week, etc. And it should take you about 8 weeks to get to daily application of this. Once you are at the daily application of this, you can then move up to the advanced formulation, which has higher concentrations of unbuffered glycolic acid. In addition to the glycolic acid is kynotin, which is a really wonderful, well-studied growth factor, and virgin coconut oil, of course, as well as 3 powerful antioxidants. So it's a really nice cocktail for keeping the skin vibrant looking. Last product in the Everything regimen is the eye serum, which is really nice because in addition to all the great things that are in the entire regimen, the unbuffered glycolic acid, the many antioxidants, the virgin coconut oil, it also has a hexapeptide, which gives you like a subtle, really subtle tightening. It's cosmetic, doesn't necessarily last for a long time, but it's nice. It's a nice little lift. Especially for the morning. And then we would recommend a sun and light screen, sun and light. So it's not just a sunscreen, it has to be a formulation like most of our armadas are that protect against both outdoor UVA and UVB, as well as indoor lights like visible light, blue light, indoor light sources, halogens, computer screens and such, and also UVA coming through your windows because it can. And I personally use Armada Post Procedure Barrier Cream because I also have rosacea, so I like the purely mineral, thicker protection. And we're big fans as well, and you'll see some dermatological studies on it, which are really good, on layering. So on top of your sunscreen, you would add foundation, powder, etc. On top of my sunscreen, I tend to just do a bronzing powder and some concealer over my dark spots. And you would use this when you are in treatment with Everything. You use this every single day, whether you're indoors or outdoors. And if you are outdoors, you should avoid the sun anyway, because most active ingredients make you more photosensitive. So you should wear hats and long sleeves and stay out of the sun as much as possible, basically. And truly, if you're looking for rejuvenation and helping your skin look younger for longer, you should just avoid the sun. It's really the biggest contributor to aged looking skin. If vitamin D is a concern, supplements actually work quite well. And if you would still like vitamin D from the sun, you don't need a lot of sun exposure. You need something like 15 minutes of sun exposure to get the vitamin D that you need. Check with your doctor, of course, because if you have a particular condition that is vitamin D deficient, that is a whole different thing, and you might need other management. But for the rest of us, particularly if you are on active treatment regimens, make sure to wear a sun and light screen every single day, regardless of whether or not you've applied your active treatment products on that particular day. One of my favorite tricks, and I'm a big proponent of getting enough sleep. 7 to 8 hours a night. It's really important for your skin. So many parts of your health. It's anti-inflammatory. It's really important. But if for whatever reason I'm not getting the right amount of sleep, or I'm not looking particularly rested, a nice little trick I like to do is everything eye serum, and then, this is my banged up pot, this is a yellow concealer. It's called Skin the Bluff. The shade is No More Blues. So it's a Skin the Bluff concealer in No More Blues. And again, I apologize, it's kind of banged up, but it's my personal stock. And I will dot that sort of right under the eyes, right about there. And, you know, between the sort of subtle lifting and the yellow to cancel out the darkness, it's pretty awesome. And then another nice trick that I have is I'll get Luminous, which is a blush that we make. It's like a shimmer highlighter, and I'll put that as well here, just in the crevices of my eye bags. And it's a nice little trick that tends to work for me. So there. I hope you enjoyed our regimen for keeping skin looking younger and more energetic and peppy and more vibrant and radiant and just looking more awake and sort of happy to be here, no matter what your age. So thank you for watching. Again, as a reminder, please don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and share. And do let us know for sure in the comments what else you would like to learn from VMV Hypoallergenics, or anything about skin, and particularly sensitive skin, that we can help you with. So thanks very much. We're here to save the world's skin. Bye.